I want to share with you today how you can truly recession proof your business for life. And what I mean by that is by showing up and really honing down and embracing on showing up as a personal brand. So here's what happens when you do this. If you have a business, or maybe you represent a business, or you work for another company, and for whatever reason, things change, right? Maybe you lose your job. Maybe the company that you're representing goes down. There's a lot of that happening over the last few years, especially. If you have been showing up and really putting your best foot forward as a personal brand, you still can have a business because you didn't depend on being an employee of somebody or representing a certain product or brand. You are dependent on yourself as a human being. So I want to share with you some examples, and I'm also going to give you some real tips on how to actually implement moving forward if you haven't already done so. And I want you to know that showing up as a personal brand, I don't mean being an influencer, although we truly are in some form, some way, some fashion. We are influencers in our personal life, but also in our professional life. But what I mean is that your career, your business life relies on just this one thing, which is being a personal brand. So for example, when I graduated college, I graduated before FB even launched, right? And so having a social media presence was not a big deal. It was not what I needed to do in order to land my first job. Now, I landed my first job in person, going to a career fair, right? However, nowadays, this has completely changed because social media is truly essential. It's an essential aspect. And just marketing online, digitally, virtually is an essential aspect of future-proofing your career and your business. But not doing it in a way that is just, showing up. There's more to it. It's more about showing up as a human. It's about telling your journey, providing value, and making connections. That's what showing up as a personal brand is. It is the leader of your business brand. Because if your business brand goes away and you have not been showing up as a personal brand, guess what? You have no business anymore. People haven't connected with you. They don't know what your values, what your mission is, what it is that you can actually help people with. Your business brand is the tangible aspect of how you help people, but your personal brand is actually what controls everything. It's what's going to land you a job or has landed you a job, right? Because it's all about you. When you're being interviewed, the person interviewing is getting to know you as a human being. Same thing when you are maybe on a sales strategy call. You are interviewing your clients. You want to see what they're all about. They are, in a sense, kind of interviewing you as well. And so how you show up, how you present yourself plays a huge part. And it's a huge factor in how, whether it's an employer or your ideal clients are going to perceive you. So it's the way that you present yourself. And that's ultimately what is going to future-proof your business, your career, and increase your revenue. And so I want to share with you some really simple steps to future-proofing your career, your business. So number one is you need to work on your personal brand. And what I mean by that is it's actually not just showing up, taking a selfie and showing up on camera, but it's also what you're saying. So whether you are on, writing content on blogs, you are showing up on YouTube videos, you are, on IG, you're on FB, wherever it is that you are, it's actually what is coming out of your mouth. So people need to know exactly what it is that you're saying so that they know what you stand for and what you're able to provide to them. outside of the product or the service or the offer. It's more of a feeling. It's an emotional connection that they build with you when you are really focusing on showing up as a personal brand. This is how they're going to remember you. They're going to actually pay attention to you because you are becoming a thought leader, right? You are becoming a go-to person. So the first person that they're going to think of when they need, maybe say your health coach, when they need some advice or some help or some guidance on getting more healthy, if you're showing up as a personal brand, providing value, the first person they're going to think of is you. Now, consistency plays a part in that, right? And also really honing down on your brand message as well. So with that said, number 2 is to let people get to know you. Share your journey. What is it about you that they can connect with, that will resonate with them, that aligns with them, so that they find that you are somebody that they can trust and find as that go-to person. So here are some ways that you can do this to help you get started. And there's a fine line between oversharing. Okay. So when I say let people get to know you, you don't need to overshare, all of your personal details, but you want to tell people how you started your business. There's so many times that I do a mini social media audit and I see nowhere is it mentioned how or why they started their business. So let people know how you started your business, and do this often, not just once, because something that you posted or you wrote about, a month ago was forgotten within 48 hours. So I highly encourage to reshare or repost, rewrite your story in a different variety ways, whether you do that in written format or in video or a blog post, sharing different images each time you do it so it doesn't seem like the same thing, because every single day you're most likely connecting with new people too. And every single day we are bombarded by thousands of new messages and people forget. So remind people, tell people how you started, tell people a hurdle that maybe you overcame in the past before starting your business. That taps into the emotional aspect of your personal brand. Tell people a recent story about feeling overwhelmed or how you overcame it, right? So I just shared, I think it was yesterday or the day before, in a reel, I shared how, as an agency, an FB certified agency, it happens even to us experts, my account has been disabled. So I'm unable to do some of the things that currently I'm planning to do because of that, right? Now, there's always workarounds, but these things happen. And so, does it stink? Absolutely. Did it set us back? Maybe a day, but these things happen. Just like I also shared recently that literally on the 30th of December, we had a client cut their budget down. Was it in my control? No. Did it hurt? Yes, but this is part of business. And I share that because I'm human too. So I want people, to be able to relate with me or relate to me. The next thing is you want to share upcoming launches, news, client reviews, client experiences, things like that. And then post pictures of your life, of your pets, your family, your friends, and find a way to create a story, or not create, but you want to work on that story, tell a story with that picture that can also connect to your business. And so those are the types of things that we do as an agency clients when they come to us and they're in a position now where they really are looking to scale and grow, but they don't want to be working inside of their business so much. They want to work on their business. And so we help you through that process and actually do it for you. Other ways that we do that for our clients is through mentorship and guidance, right? More on a done for you and a done with you level. But there's a lot of different ways that you can get help with this and guidance to do it, because it's not easy. It wasn't even easy for me. I, who do this for a living, I actually got outside help to help me with this. So those are some ways that you can really share your journey, share more about you to help people get to know you as you are really refining your personal brand. Number 3 is you want to build your platforms. So think, are you on the right platforms? Where are you spending most of your time, right? So you don't have to be everywhere. I honestly suggest that you stick to one platform or even 1 to 3 platforms where you can repurpose your content and then expand from there. And have a strategy. Have a strategy for each platform, because if you have a strategy, then you're spreading yourself way too thin and none of it is going to work, right? And so have a plan of action to support that strategy as well. What I love about social media today is that you can take one video, like this video today that I'm doing. I can take this video and I can repurpose it over to YouTube. I can take clips of it and I can repurpose them into reels and short videos and TikToks, things like that. So there's a lot of different ways today that you can really build your platforms and have that social proof of your business and of you as a personal brand to really elevate the thought leadership and your credibility and how people see you. Number 4 is actually show up. Okay. And again, I don't mean showing up by just having your face in a selfie or sharing what you ate today or showing up on video and dancing, but show up with purpose and intent. All of those ways are great ways of showing up, but make sure that the way that you're showing up, that you're communicating how you're showing up, is also going to resonate with your ideal clients and provide them value so they understand the purpose of that. And part of showing up is also engaging with your audience. So don't forget about them. Remember, engage with your audience, engage on these platforms, and that's also going to help really give us a stamp, right? A definition to your personal brand, because people are going to see you as somebody who likes to build relationships, likes to connect. And that, in a sense, is part of your personal brand. And number 5 is to get featured, collaborate with others. So whether this is pitching yourself to other platforms, there are things like, if you've never heard of Haro, I think is how you would pronounce it. It's Haro. You can sign up with them for free and they will send you on a daily basis different subscriptions, different news sources that are looking for people to do some ghostwriting in a sense, or to provide content. And you can submit things for free and get featured that way. You can also connect with journalists that way. Get interviewed on podcasts, interview people and then vice versa so that they can interview you. So collaborate with others and have partners that you can work with. All right, so I'm going to do a really quick recap on how to future-proof your business. You ready for it? So, number 1 is work on your personal brand. Work on what you're saying, your brand message, your brand tone. Because remember, this is how people are going to remember you. It's more than your logo and your website and your colors and your imagery. It's what you are saying as a human being, how you are communicating to your ideal clients, to your audience. Number 2 is let people get to know you. Tell people how you started your business, any hurdles that you've overcome, a recent story about feeling overwhelmed. Share any upcoming launches, news, client reviews, testimonials, case studies. Post pictures about you, your family, your life, your pets even. And then make sure to tie those into your business. Number 3 is build your platforms. Okay, so don't spread yourself too thin. Maybe stick to 1 to 3 platforms, those platforms or platform that you spend most of your time on, and make sure to engage with your audience when you're on those platforms. Number 4 is show up. Show up, tell your story, show up with your content. Your content is showing your expertise. It's showing people, how you can help them. It's even showing your offers, but it's also storytelling. And so you want to show up in a variety of different ways, whether that's with video, images, just written content. Emails is also content. DMs are content. All of those things are content, but show up consistently. And then number 5 is collaborate with others. Show up on different news channels. You can also be interviewed on podcasts and vice versa, interview others, piggyback on others' audiences, and of course, share that with your power partners. All right, so I hope this was helpful. So I'll see you then. Until then, have a great day.